Whenever you're ready, sir.
Great. Yeah, really proud of these guys. I thought it was just a gritty performance. You know, we talked about in these tournaments, you know, tough teams win. And I thought, you know, 51 rebounds and the way that we defended and took care of the ball, made free throws. We did a lot of the tough things really well. And you know, that's what I was most proud of. And you know, shots don't always fall, especially day one of a tournament. And you know, but we didn't rely on that. And so it was a heck of an effort, especially from these two guys here, and on to the next one.
To close the deal finally against Central after 2 overtime losses in the regular season, just kind of how big is it, and what did you maybe learn from those losses that really helped you out today?
I feel like the biggest thing we learned was that we could compete with these guys. I feel like we went to the game knowing that they kind of stole 2 from us in OT, but we feel like if we play confident, play our game, that we'll be able to come out here and get a win.
14 points in I think the last 5 minutes. Kind of what got into you there? You know, that first 3, and then it just kind of kept rolling.
I just continue to stay confident. You know, my teammates, my coaches, they instilled confidence in me during the game. And once I saw one go through, I knew that the rest were good.
Sean, plus 23 on the glass as a team for you, 17 returns. Talk about the efforts you guys put on the glass. What different from your effort as a team on the glass compared to the first 2 times?
I would say the effort wasn't nearly as different because we beat them. I believe we beat them on the glass twice when we played them. But we just always installed that they beat a prior team by a lot. It was a major difference, and we just like came in understanding that they would crash the glass, especially number 0, Taylor. We understood that he would crash the glass because he had about 10, 12 offensive rebounds last game. So we understood we had to come in offensive and defensive rebound and box out as a team.
Second half shot over 46%, made 5 threes. What was the difference between first half and second half?
I feel like we're just getting better looks. I feel like we're moving the ball a lot more, getting the ball second, third side, which opened a lot of things up. And we're being confident. We just kept being confident in the second half. We knew that we can make shots. We put a lot of hours in the gym, so we knew the ball would fall.
Sean, I'm not sure you were part of the team that didn't make that tournament. Fast forward later, you are being played already in tournament 1 year. Just talk about what you feel like has been the biggest shifts in the culture that's allowed you guys to grow and have
togetherness. Like behind doors, I don't think you understand. Like Coach Ty, we in there laughing, we joking, you know, during the game, we laughing. We just enjoying the moment and enjoying like to be able to play basketball. A lot of people don't get to play basketball, coach basketball. We just blessed to be here. And I feel like that's the difference. We're all thankful and understand that everybody don't get to do this.
Obviously, with your experience at Vanderbilt, you know, a guy like Sam Towns has played in that tournament before. Just was there any kind of advice that maybe some of these guys who haven't played in the conference tournament, or was there any message to them this week?
Yeah, I just told a couple guys just play their game. You know, we put in a whole lot of work from June till now, so don't let the lights kind of take away what we did in the past. Just be confident, play our game. We know the hours we put in, so that was really the big thing I told them.
Trey, I wanted to ask you that kind of an early batter before we were the game later on when you kind of knows. What do you remember within that moment from the confidence taking that shot and the team was just kind of crowding around you celebrating? What do you remember your guys saying to you in that moment?
I don't really remember. I'm not gonna lie, but I remember they just tried to go under, and I knew I hit like 3 before that, so I knew if they went under, then the shot was good.
You guys obviously avenged an overtime loss at Kent State, which an overtime loss again earlier this season. How much motivation is there to just kind of keep that rolling and try to knock them off as well?
A lot of motivation for sure. We know that there are a lot of big things that we could have definitely in that game, especially me from the guard position. So we're gonna look at film today and then lock in tomorrow for that game.
Rashad, you guys finished the game on an 11-1 run. What does that say about the way this team plays that you're able to finish off a game like that?
It just states that we always harped on defense throughout the whole year. You know, a lot of people talked about us struggling defensively. It just shows that, like time and time again, like we can play defense. We're a team that may have our up and downs, but we are striving upwards and getting more consistent as we continue to play.
Ron, you mentioned the culture change this year. Obviously, it's program that hadn't won a MAC tournament game in quite some time. So what does this victory mean for you in this program?
It means a lot. I came back for a reason, and this reason to come win 2 more games and hold that trophy, because I just feel like I can do it here, and I feel like BGSU needs something like that.
Any other question for our student athlete before we dismiss them? All right, we'll go ahead and do that at this time.
Thank you, guys.
Question for coach?
For what Trey did in the final 5 minutes there, is that kind of a reason, almost a reason why you brought him in and everything like that, you know, for him to be able to finish like that was obviously.
Yeah, I mean that's the Trey we know. I mean, I feel like every time he's shot it all year long, it's going to go in, and he probably leads the nation in ones that rattle out in the whole deal. But I mean, Trey's been he was spectacular in the fall, and people don't know. I mean, he had a near season-ending type of injury, you know, the Friday before our season starts, and comes back, and then the first Central game, he gets his ribs beat up pretty good, and he just keeps persevering and in playing. And so, you know, we trust him. He's very a calming presence for us and a fantastic player. But you know, every open look he gets, we always feel good about.
Either way you get down the stretch, you know, offensively, you know, you guys did free throws and Sean and Sam both had a block on the defensive end. To be able to just connect all those together, how big is that as well?
Yeah, I mean, you want to be playing your best basketball, you know, and that's kind of where we're trending right now. We kind of looked out there the other day in practice. And we finally had some 5-on-5 with some healthy bodies, and you're seeing the second, third efforts, the rotations are crisper, and you know, offensively that ball's moving. Guys are trusting and executing, and that our execution in the second half, we might didn't always score off of it, but our execution in the second half was fantastic. We got the ball where it needed to go, and we got good looks, and if we play that way and take care of the ball, you know, we feel really good.
How gratifying is it to see him back and what he can bring to that lineup, man?
Yeah, I mean, there's a basketball karma, and guys is just fighting and scrapping and clawing. Again, a guy, you know, goes down after being in the starting lineup, could have shut it down. You know, Sam very well could have said, "Hey, you know, I got this fractured ankle. I can just shut it down." And we had, you know, he sat down, had a heart to heart, and he said, I want to win with this team," and that's special. That's really, really special, because he sacrificed so many games when he really could have had every excuse to say, "I'll just add another year to my career," and he wanted to fight with his brothers, and so he chose to come back. And so to have a game like this, you know, and not only that, he come back and got hurt 2 more times. You see the 10, 8, and 2 in a block. Those are unbelievable game changers today. Yeah, I mean, there's a few people probably anywhere that continue to just improve like Rashawn does. That's what people don't talk about is his trajectory continues just to go up and up and up as a player. He's as basketball IQ, leadership, not fouling, being disciplined. He just makes the right plays, gets that ball, you can play through him in the post, and he knows how to find guys. You know, so it was an absolute special performance, particularly in the first half when we were struggling. He kind of kept us in it. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of our identity. We're not a fouling team. You know, we believe in defensive discipline, and so we don't like to foul, but we're also an attacking team on the other end of the floor, and so that's an important deal that we think translates to tournament wins, and you know, hopefully that'll continue to be a factor for us.
You guys were able to win with Marcus held to just 11 points. Does that speak to that depth that is now finally back where you wanted to?
Yeah, you know, we feel pretty good. You know, but Marcus does so much more than score now. He's turned into a fantastic defensive player. He takes on challenges. He did an unbelievable job on number 30 all-league you know, guard Anthony Pritchard. Held him to 2 for 9 with 4 turnovers, and that's a lot of his doing. And you know, he rebounds. He's a great rebounding guard. So he does so much more than scoring. But if I was a betting man, I wouldn't say that he's going to have 2 off days in a row. When usually he bounced back and he can catch fire in a minute. Yeah, you get the first one under your belt. That's always important when you're playing in an unfamiliar territory, arena you haven't been in before, and you always want to get any tournament. You want to get the first one under your belt because very few first tournament games are ever pretty. And so, we get back to the grind. We exhale, and we've already turned the page, ready to enjoy the preparation and see what we got tomorrow. Yeah, people ask, "What's Jason do?" But Jason's a winner. He's got 87 wins now with us in 4 years. He's a great, says the right things, great leader, culture. Again, another guy that's just battling, giving everything he has for Bowling Green with the injuries and things that he's gone through this year. But he just wants to win, to get the 1,000-point mark here in a conference tournament is special for him, and we're happy for him, but he's got more to go. Yeah, we felt all along. I mean, now with everyone with a 0-0 next to their name, it's wide open. It's wide open. This league, top to bottom, there's quality coaching. Top to bottom, there's quality basketball. It's so many games are 1 or 2 possessions, right? So you've got to bring toughness. You've got to have poise, and you got to be able to finish.